Today I am taking the lecture on the topic Lyapunov stability of advanced control theory for A6 students. This is under the last part of module 6 and myself Manoj Kumar T, HOD, EEE Department, St. Thomas College of Engineering and Technology, Chennai. And we can start the Lyapunov stability with some definitions. First of all, we have to study what is the sign definiteness of scalar functions and consider a scalar function v of x where x is the state variable and v of x is a function in terms of state variables x1, x2, etc. to xn. Then we have to study some definitions, and these definitions are useful for Lyapunov second method, and there are two methods of Lyapunov stability theorem, and these definitions are suitable for Lyapunov second method. First of all, we have to study what is positive definiteness. Positive definiteness means if a scalar function v of x and x is a state variable and this function v of x is positive for all values of x except x is equal to 0. That is, if we are putting x is equal to 0, that is x1, x2, etc. to xn are 0, then the function becomes 0. Or other values of x, that is other values means all the positive and negative values of x, the v of x becomes positive. So if a function v of x is positive definite, if it have positive value for all values of x except x is equal to 0. For example, f of x is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. That means if we are putting x1 and x2 for any value, any positive or negative value, f of x is always positive. So this function is a positive definite function. Next, we can study what is negative definiteness. Similar to positive definiteness, consider a scalar function v of x where x is a state variable and this value of v of x is negative except x is equal to 0. Then this function becomes negative definiteness. For example, f of x is equal to minus of x1 square plus x2 square. That is, if we are putting x1 and x2 for any value, that is positive and negative value, this function f of x becomes negative. And next one, what is positive semi-definiteness? And consider a scalar function v of x. This v of x is positive at all points except at one or more points in the state space. That is, at x is equal to 0, the function v of x is 0, and at any other point, and this v of x becomes positive. And what is the difference between positive definite and a positive semi-definite function means? In the case of positive definite, this v of x becomes positive except at x is equal to 0, and in the case of positive semi-definite, this v of x is equal to 0 for x is equal to 0 and for any other values of x. That means that is v of x is positive for all values of x except x is equal to 0 and any other points. Then next one, what is a negative semi-definiteness? A scalar function v of x is said to be negative semi-definiteness if v of x is negative at all points except at x is equal to 0 and or any other points. So that function is negative semi-definite. The difference between negative definiteness and negative semi-definite means, in the case of negative definiteness, the v of x is negative for all values of x except at x is equal to 0, and for negative semi-definiteness, this v of x is negative for all values of x except at x is equal to 0 and for any other values of x. So that is the difference between negative definiteness and a negative semi-definiteness. Next one, we can study what is the sign definiteness of a matrix. For consider a matrix given in the figure, that is a 3×3 matrix. Then from this 3×3 matrix, we can form the principal determinants. That determinants are a1, a2 and a3, and a1, a2 and a3 are formed as a minor matrix of matrix A. That is, a1 is a 1×1 matrix, a2 is a 2×2 matrix, and a3 is a 3×3 matrix. We can find the determinants a1, a2 and a3. So after finding a1, a2, a3, we have to find the determinants a1, a2 and a3, determinant of a1, a2 and a3. Then if all determinants are positive, then matrix A is said to be positive definite matrix, and if all determinants are negative, then matrix A is negative definiteness. Then next one we have to study what is the sign definiteness of quadratic forms. Consider a function v of x is in the quadratic form, then v of x can be written as v of x is equal to x transpose qx, and q can be written as in the figure. Q is a n by n matrix, that is a q12, q11, q12, etc. to qn. We can represent q. Then v of x can be represented as x transpose qx, like q is a square matrix, and by solving this one we are getting q11 x1 square, that is all the diagonal elements into corresponding state variables. So q11 x1 square plus q22 x2 square plus etc. up to qnn xn square plus then q12 plus q21 into x1 into x2 plus x1 q13 plus q31 into x1 x3. Similar way we can form the matrix q from the quadratic function v of x. Next one, we can solve some problems. That means we have to find the sign defenders of the given function v of x, and from this v of x we know that v of x is equal to x transpose some qx, and where q is the square matrix, and this state variables are x1, x2, x3. So the matrix q, and here we can take as matrix A. Matrix A will be 3 by 3 matrix. So the diagonal elements of the matrix A, how to find the diagonal elements of matrix A means, we know that x1 square term, x2 square and x3 square terms of v of x, and we have to take the coefficients of these square terms, that is 4, 2, 1 are the coefficients of square terms. So we have to arrange these elements as a diagonal element of the matrix A. So we have to put 4, 2, 1 as a diagonal elements. Then other term, that is 1, 2 term, and we know that x1, 2, x1, x2, that is the coefficient of x1, x2 is 2. That means we have to take the half of the particular coefficient, that is 2 by 2 is 1. So we have to put 1 in 1, 2 slot and 1 in 2, 1 slot. So if we are adding this 1 plus 1, we are getting 2. So the corresponding coefficient becomes 2, that is 2 x1, x2. Similarly, x2, x3, the coefficient of x2, x3 is 1. So we have to take is by 2, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 becomes, that is 2, 3 and 3, 2. These two slots we have to put it 1 by 2. And also x1, x3, the coefficient is 2. So by 2 means we are getting 1. So 1, 3 slot we are putting 1, and 3, 1 slots we are putting 1. So similarly we are getting the matrix A, and then we have to find the minor matrix of this A. So that are A1, A2 and A3, and we have to find that particular determinants. If all these determinants are positive, then we can say that the given quadratic function is positive definite function. The second question is given in the figure. We know the v of x, then v of x, from v of x we have to arrange the matrix A. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. We know how to form the matrix A. Then 3, 10, 4, 1 are arranged in diagonal. Then coefficient of x1, x2 term is 2. So we have to take 1 on 1, 2 and 2, 1 slot. Then x1, x3 coefficient is -4, by 2 becomes -2. So put -2 in 1, 3 and 3, 1 slots. Similarly, the coefficient of x2, x3 is -2, divided by 2 becomes -1. So put -1 in 2, 3 and 3, 2 slots. So we are getting A. Then taking the minor matrix A1, A2, A3, all the determinants are positive. We can say that the given quadratic form is positive definite function. Next one, we can check the third question, which is also same like the previous questions. The given v of x is shown in the figure. Then we have to form A. From A, we have to form the minor matrix A1, A2 and A3. Then taking the determinants of A1, A2 and A3, all these values are positive. Then we can say that the given quadratic function is a positive definite function. The next one we can study the Lyapunov stability theorem. First of all, we can study the first method, and this definition for Lyapunov first method stability theorem, which is suppose a system is given by x dot is equal to f of x. If there exists a scalar function v of x, which is real, continuous, and has continuous first order partial derivatives with the v of x greater than 0 for x is not equal to 0, that means v of x is positive definite, and then b dot x is less than 0 for all values of x except x is equal to 0, then the system is asymptotically stable, and the given v of x is called as the Lyapunov function. That means if a system Lyapunov function v of x is positive definite, then if v dot x is negative definite, then we can say that the system is asymptotically stable. That we can conclude that if v of x is positive definite function, then b dot x will be negative definite. If then the system is asymptotically stable. Next one, we can solve some problems using Lyapunov's first method. The first question is given in the figure, and investigate the system by Lyapunov method using v is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. This type of, that is Lyapunov first method, we have to choose a Lyapunov function v of x as x1 square plus x2 square. So we are choosing v of x is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. Then from the partial derivative equation, v dot x is equal to dou v by dou x1 into x1 dot plus dou v by dou x2 into x2 dot. Then we know the equations for x1 dot and x2 dot, and we have to find this dou v by dou x1. That means we have to take the partial derivative of v of x with respect to x1. With respect to x1, we are differentiating dou v by dou x1 is equal to 2x1. Similarly, dou v by dou x2 is equal to 2x2. Then substitute all these values in v dot x equation. Then we are getting by solving we are getting that v dot x becomes minus 2 x2 raised to 4. Then by calculation we are getting v dot x is equal to minus 2 x2 raised to 4, which is always a negative definite function. That is, for any values of x2, the v dot x function becomes negative. Hence, the system is asymptotically stable. Next one, we can go through the second question. Same like the state equations are shown in the matrix form. From that matrix, we are to write the state equations. We know x1 dot is equal to x2, and x2 dot is equal to minus x1 plus minus x1 minus x2. So we have to choose the Lyapunov function. V of x is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. By solving, we are getting v dot x is equal to minus 2 x2 square, which is always a negative definite function. So the system is asymptotically stable. Then the third question, similar like the previous one, we have to choose the stability of equilibrium state. Then write the Lyapunov equation v of x. Because v of x is a positive definite function, then we have to write the equation for v dot x. Then from the v dot x, we have to substitute all these values, dou v x1 and dou v x2. By substituting, we are getting v dot x is equal to minus 6 x1 square minus 2 x2 square minus 2 x2 raised to 4. For any values of x1 and x2, this function v dot x is always negative definite. So if the v dot x is negative definite means so the system is asymptotically stable. The next one, fourth question, is also same type, that is v of x. We know is a positive definite function. From that, we have to find v dot x. The equation for v dot x is we are getting after solving the equations minus 2 x1 square x2 square, which is always a negative definite function, because any value of x1 and x2, the function v dot x is negative. So the system is asymptotically stable. The fifth question, go through this question. We are getting v dot x equation minus 10 x1 x2 minus 10 x2 square, which is always a negative definite function. So the system is asymptotically stable. Next, we can study the second method of Lyapunov. That is a direct method of Lyapunov, which is a second Lyapunov theorem. It is an important theorem. Let the system is given by x dot is equal to ax, and select the Lyapunov function as v of x is equal to x transpose px, that we have already studied. And we know that v of x will be a positive definite function, and taking the derivative of v of x becomes v dot x is equal to taking the derivative of first term, that is x dot transpose into px plus x transpose p into taking the derivative of x, that is x dot. Then we have to substitute x dot is equal to ax in the equation. We are getting ax in whole transpose px plus x transpose p into ax. Then after expanding and reducing, we are getting x transpose into a transpose p plus pa into x, and we are putting a transpose p plus pa is equal to q. Then equation for v dot x becomes x transpose qx. So equation for v of x is x transpose px and v dot x is x transpose q of qx. And the system to be stable means if v of x is positive definite, then v dot x will be negative definite. And we know that v dot x is x transpose qx. So in order to get v dot x as negative definite, then we know that q will be negative definite. Q will be negative definite means we have to put q into minus q. So minus q becomes positive definite. So v dot x is equal to x transpose minus q into x, where minus q is equal to a transpose p plus pa, and from that minus q is a positive definite matrix means p will be a positive definite matrix. So the system to be stable means if p is a positive definite matrix, the system is stable. So that's a condition for Lyapunov stability theorem. That is that already we know that v of x is positive definite and v dot x is negative definite. For q is equal to a transpose p plus pa, then minus q is equal to a transpose p plus qa, and minus q we are putting as identity matrix, that is minus 1 0 0 minus 1. So for getting minus q as positive definite, p will be positive definite matrix. So for solving this Lyapunov method, we have to prove that the matrix p is a positive definite matrix. Next one, we can solve one problem relating with the Lyapunov direct method. As a question, we have to find the stability of the system with the x dot is equal to ax, where a is equal to the matrix is shown in the figure. We know that minus q is equal to a transpose p plus pa, and minus q is the identity matrix. So minus q becomes minus 1 0 0 1. Then take the transpose of matrix A, that is A transpose. Then we have to put the matrix P, which is P11, P12, P21 and P22, and given that P12 which is equivalent to P21. And so substitute the equation, that is minus q is equal to a transpose p plus pa, and in this equation we have to put all these matrix values, that is q minus q, a transpose and p. Then by arranging by matrix multiplication we can solve. We know that P12 is equal to P21. By simplifying, we are getting first equation and second equation and the third one, that is third equation. We are getting third equation. Then by solving these three equations, we will get P11, P12 and P22, and P21 is equivalent to P12. Then we can write the matrix P, which is shown in the figure. Then we have to find out the sign definiteness of correct particular matrix P by taking principal matrices of P1, P2 and P3. Here is a 2 by 2, so we have to take P1 and P2, and we know that these two values, that is determinant of P1 and P2, are positive. So P is a positive definite matrix, so the system is asymptotically stable. Then the second question, which is shown in the figure, determine the stability and we have to write the Lyapunov equation, Lyapunov function. And we know that given A, and to take A transpose and assign P is equal to 2 by 2 matrix with P11, P12, P21 and P22, and minus Q is equal to minus of the identity matrix. So minus 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Then our main equation is minus Q is equal to A transpose P plus PA. We substitute all these values of matrix in this equation. Then by solving, we are getting the first equation. From the first equation, we can find P12. Then we are getting the second equation. By solving this one, we are getting P22. Then we can write the matrix P, and we have to find the sign definiteness of particular matrix P by taking principal matrices P1 and P2. All these two determinants are positive, so we can say that P is a positive definite matrix. Then we have to write the Lyapunov function. We know that Lyapunov function V of x is equal to x transpose Px, and state variables are x1 and x2 because the second order system, and P we have to write P into x. So multiplying, we know that diagonal elements are 3 by 2 and 1. So 3 by 2 x1 square plus 1 into x2 square plus, then 1 2 term and 2 1 term are half each. So half plus half becomes 1. So 1 x1 x2. So the Lyapunov function V of x is equal to 3 by 2 x1 square plus x2 square plus x1 x2, which is the Lyapunov function. Then we can solve another question which is similar to the previous one. Here also we have to determine the Lyapunov function and the stability of the system. The given matrix is A, and we have to find the A transpose. Then we know the Lyapunov function V of Vx is equal to x transpose Px, where P value we have to write. Then we know the basic equation minus Q is equal to A transpose P plus PA, and minus Q is equal to minus of identity matrix. And we have to substitute A transpose and P in the above equation. By solving, we are getting some equations. By solving three equations, we are getting P11 value, P12 and P22. We know that P12 and P21 are equal. Then we have to write the matrix P, which is shown in the figure. After writing P, we have to write the sign definiteness of particular matrix by writing principal matrices P1 and P2. We have to find the determinants P1 and P2 are both positive. So the P is a positive definite matrix. Hence the system is asymptotically stable. And then we have to find the Lyapunov function V of x, and we can write the quadratic form, that is 5 by 4 x1 square plus 1 by 4 x2 square plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 into x1 x2. Then we can solve another problem. The given matrix A, we have to find the transpose of A, then write P, then minus Q is equal to minus 1 0 0 minus 1. Our main equation is minus Q is equal to A transpose P plus PA. Substitute all these matrices in the equation. By solving, we will get some equations. Then we are getting some equations. By solving these equations, we will get the values of P11, P12, P21 and P22. P12 and P21 are equal. Then after getting the matrix P, we have to find the principal matrices P1 and P2. Take the determinants. Both determinants are positive. So P is a positive definite matrix. Then next one, we have to find the Lyapunov function x transpose is equal to, V of x is equal to x transpose P into Px. Then we can write V of x. Next question, given a function in terms of A, that is A x1 square plus 2 x1 x2 plus A x2 square plus 4 x2 x3 plus A x cube, determine the condition for positive definiteness of function. That means it is given that V of x, and then we have to we know that V of x is equal to x transpose Px. Then we have to write the matrix P. Shown the matrix P, it is given that the condition for positive definiteness of function means P is a positive definite function. So the principal matrix of P must be positive. Then from the matrix P, we have to find the principal matrices P1, P2 and P3. We know that first matrix P1 is matrix A greater than 0, that is A is positive, and P2, the determinant of P2 is equal to A square greater than 0. Then P3, the determinant of the main matrix, or P3, which is A into A square minus 4 minus A, we can solve that. We can solve that A greater than, that term is greater than 0 means, positive means A greater than root 5. From these three principal determinants, we are getting three different conditions: A greater than 0, A square greater than 0, and A greater than root 5. By combining all these, we are getting that A greater than root 5, which is the condition for positive definite of v of x. So if A greater than root 5, then the given function v of x will be positive definite function.